truth is, mornings belong to all of us. And while your morning might look like this, or even this, your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Versatile, so I do a lot with my do like in the music arena. Uh, so
So you're from Vegas. You're from Vegas, and you are a rapper. Listen, how did that become? How did that happen? Like, what happened? What inspired you?
what inspired me, honestly, I was kind of raised around a lot of music. My father, he was an engineer. He started off. That's how my parents kind of met in the studio with my older sister that sings. So it was kind of, and my grandmother as ex-vocal coach, being around, James Brown back in the day, being around, big stars like Spice One, my mom being around a lot of artists as well coming up. It was just a lot. I feel like it was kind of not destined, but, music has always been around, and it's definitely not a stranger to me. But doing it out in Vegas, coming out of Vegas, that's what's the kicker. Nobody really from out here, has really, came up other than like, Dizzy Wright, Neo, artists like that, 702 back when. So, coming up out here is definitely going to be, hopefully, the good, the good we could say that's out here.
Of course.
Get the industry back to how it used to be on the West Coast type shit.
Right. So
still, use my phrase.
No, go ahead. You say what you say. What you say, girl. Oh my God. No, don't excuse it, girl. Just say what you got to say. We cuss on this station.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
We just don't say the N-word. That's all. We just don't say the N-word.
Okay.
We don't say that word, child.
I swear I won't say that.
Yeah, that's the only word we don't say on the air. So listen. Listen. So
look, 100%. I got got you.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Say whatever you want. We talk about people, Now listen. So now I want to know what happened. So like I mean, obviously I'm in the studio because I do radio, but I sing sometimes. But I'm not like I ain't trying to drop albums or singles or something like that. I'm trying to do like that. But now.
Drop it down.
Listen, that ain't not for me. That ain't for me. But now, how challenges? What is the steps? Like, okay, you're a rapper. Okay, I go to a studio. What happens? Like, how does like the beats? Like, do you make the beat first, and you come up with the song? Like, how does that work?
Honestly, let's see. How does this work? Okay, so most studios, they charge, right? They charge. They 65 during the day, 85 to 100 at night to 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. or whatever your time frame is. They be charging. See me, I'm gonna go to a studio where I can vibe at.
Right.
I like the vibe. I like to. We're not going by, oh, how much is this? Oh, how much is that? Oh, you paying this? You paying that? Yeah, time is money, right?
Right.
But if you have an engineer or someone that owns a studio that believes and trusts the vision and sees the vision in you and says, matter of fact, we just gonna cook up. I like to cook up. I love to cook up. I love to go to the studio, sit down, smoke a blunt, start listening to beats, look at beat packs, see, and just feel the music, feel the vibe in the studio. Turn down the lights a little bit, you feel me?
Of course.
And we'll put on some beats. We'll run it freestyle, take, 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, all the way to 50. However long it takes.
Wow, however long it takes.
Something done.
Wow, that's key.
With a masterpiece.
That's
pretty much the goal every time.
That's key.
It really only take one. It really only take one.
Wow. That was key. That was a very powerful statement. Whatever it takes. And from my understanding, you're 19 years old, right?
I'm going to be 19 March 13th.
March 13th. So I have 10 brothers, and their birthday's March 14th. I'm not my twin, but I have 2 younger brothers that are twins, and they're the 14th. Listen. So now, I think I was messaging your mom through Facebook, and she thought you were crazy when you were coming into this field of rapping. So how was that experience to go, you know what, Mom, I think I want to be a rapper, and your mom's like, how was that for you?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, yeah, it is wild when people ask me, they're like, how'd you do it? Like, how'd you do that? Because, I don't know, some people, unfortunately, don't have the support and, support system that I happen to realize and kick in my head that I do have. I used to play, everybody knows, I used to play sports. I used to play volleyball. I was varsity, one of the star players at my high school, on the journal, the sports app or whatever, getting in the news, in the paper, etc. I don't know. I had scholarships. I don't know. It was always just a cling to me, like, to just do music, drop everything you have now and write a song. Like, it was just always like a calling type deal. Something that no matter if I was doing gospel music, if I was doing rap, if I was singing, if I was doing opera, it was just something about, utilizing my voice for good. Cause shoot, that's one of the, I'm not gonna say the quickest, but the music industry is crucial. Like, people getting paid like crazy off. Like I said, it only take one song, one hit.
That's it.
And you really in there. So I don't know. It was kind of let's not be getting off topic, but
no, that's fine.
It was I don't know. It was kind of heartbreaking for them to see how I dropped multiple scholarships and I was about to graduate, and everybody was thinking, well, all right, who are you going to sign to? It's time. So I don't know, right when it was time, I kind of sat everybody down, and I was like, I think I'm going to, stay home and, see where my music goes. And shoot, everybody got over it. Let's just say that. I kicked out a few songs. I kicked out a few good songs that really have got potential to be something, do something. And I don't know, I kind of just proved my point to them all year and really showed them that I could do it, that it's not impossible. Really about what you know.
Right.
And your work ethic in the music industry and trying to enter it, especially being a female at that young
part.
female.
That part.
A lot of people in the industry will try to take that for granted, so I'm just glad I have the right people around me to support me.
And being a black female at that.
Right.
For sure. Listen, so do you feel that you have more support from your dad than you had from your mom?
You said, do I have more support from who?
Did you feel that you had more support from your dad than your mom for the music?
Nah, not at all.
So your mom gave you more support.
On the same page.
We just ask questions here. We ain't trying to be petty. We ain't trying
to. Look, I understand too, but they were pretty much on the same page. Like I said, I had to sit them down, and so it was one of them type talks. It was one of them. Like, y'all go listen to me right now. So, you feel me? I don't even play like that.
Listen, that's an interesting story. So now you're 19 years old, about to be March 13th. You are a rapper. You're fighting hard to do whatever you have to do in order to make it in the game. Now, have you ever considered like a plan B option? Now, I'm not saying you're not going to make it. Trust me, I would never say that. I always have the future for you, things of that sort. Even myself. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get into the radio industry. Everyone said I have a great personality for radio, great personality for TV. But there are also times where I'm like, oh my God, maybe I'm not going to make it, right? Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can't do it. So I have my moments even now. And today, I never thought that over 750,000 people will be listening to me live right now as we speak, okay? And so I never thought that would happen. I never thought that I would have, my radio shows listening on Tesla, Nike, Ferrari, and all these different places. I have over 700 name brand places that play me. Even right now, one of the best malls that I consider the best mall in Miami called Aventura Mall. Right now in H&M, they're listening to me live while I'm talking to you. So there's people shopping right now actually listening to your conversation.
Songs for y'all. Look, I got a few songs. I need them on ads.
Listen, that's what we do.
I know why.
So now this is the thing. This is what I would say to you. Now, when you want to talk about ads, and I'm giving you the inside scoop, okay? The inside scoop. Okay, y'all petty back there. The inside scoop is this. Use Snapchat. Ad on Snapchat. Ad on Snapchat. Everyone's on Snapchat. Ad on Snapchat. You're going to get account manager. Look into Snapchat. I'm telling you, that's the best way. That's how our radio, I added on Snapchat and we boosted up 150%.
Oh, yeah, see. I need to put me on there.
Okay. We got you. No worry. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on the plan. We're going to work on a plan in order to see what we can do to help you reach your goal. I have your song Sick that's going to go ahead and play right after we're done on speaking. But I'm so proud of you to be a very young person. Now, of course, my pleasure. And so I just want you to always think a plan B and always have a backup plan. Even me right now, what happens if I say the wrong thing on the radio and guess what? They go, okay, great, Darnell, thanks so much for your services. You're out. I got to still have a plan B, So you always want to have a backup plan whenever you're doing something. And I'm so proud.